Unfortunately, picky eating isn't a habit that I've grown out of. Being a picky eater from childhood is not unusual. In fact, it is thought that children avoid foods that they are not familiar with in order to avoid getting poisoned. This line of reasoning stems from the fact that our primal ancestors had to do the same. However, picky eating may persist if you continue to avoid unfamiliar foods. On another train of thought, different people may taste or smell a food differently to how others taste or smell the food. It is these genetic differences that make broccoli an appealing food for some and an appalling food for others. Furthermore, picky eating has been linked to personality traits. A more risk-taking person is more likely to be a risk-taker in the food realm, and vice versa. However, it has been argued that picky eating doesn't just stem from genetics. Your upbringing and your environment very much shape picky eating habits. If you were brought up by parents who too were picky eaters, it is most likely that your range of food may be limited. Also, the culture or country in which you come from to some extent shapes picky eating habits. For example, as an Indonesian, familiar foods would be rice, rendang, and satay, and anything outside that would be unfamiliar. This fear of the unfamiliar may hinder people from taking risks with the food they eat. With that in mind, you can now tell your parents that it may or may not be their fault when it comes to your picky eating habits.